Total offensive comedy with dope ass dudes, dope ass panel.
What is up, my totally offensive army of random YouTubers alike? Back again for another reaction video, and this time we're not doing a music video reaction or a roast reaction. Well, there might be some roasting, but that's inadvertent at this point because for the last few hours, Twitter has been heating up. And definitely not in a good way for Chris Delia, who it seems is being outed as a pedophile currently. Yeah, he doesn't just play a role of a pedophile on TV anymore. Apparently, he is now one in real life. Follow me on over here to She Rates Dogs over on Twitter. Now, this account currently has 500,000 followers, and that number is growing exponentially over the course of the evening. In the last 2 hours, I've seen untold screenshots from random young women all over the United States claiming that Chris Delia hopped into their inboxes and sexually propositioned them, or did a hell of a lot worse. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chris Delia is a popular stand-up comic operating out of the Los Angeles area, and he got his start by working for his father, who went ahead and directed shows like Grey's Anatomy, 90210, Judging Amy, like all popular mainstream shows. His father owns a large chunk of Hollywood, and Chris has used that to actually influence, to gain roles. That's pretty much how that works. The stand-up comedy thing, I'm pretty sure he did himself. I happen to think he's a great stand-up comic, but that doesn't discount being a pedophile, if that is in fact true. So, follow me over here to She Rates Dogs, and this account has been taking off all throughout this evening. Screenshots have been appearing. They're coming in anonymously. They're coming in with names attached to them. People are actually doing detective work right now and going as far back as 10 years in the past, and time-stamping the screenshots of what Chris Delia supposedly sent these young girls with his tour dates in towns. That's right. Screenshots are coming in from girls who live in Colorado, and they actually correlate to when Chris Delia was doing shows in Colorado 10 years ago. That's how hyper-specific this proof is. Now, I've collected some of these screenshots off this page just to show you guys, and we can read through them together real quick. Because this is fucked up. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I used to think this guy was a great comedian, but now all of a sudden it seems like this video here is gonna be more true than it's ever been.
I'm gone. You ever see a fucking 14-year-old? She looks 30. I've never seen... There's no such thing as a 14-year-old girl anymore. They go from like 6 to 25. And...
So anyway, we'll get into some of these screenshots. They're bad. I'm not even gonna lie. There's one right here. This Simone Rossi was the first one to actually break silence and start talking about Chris Delia grooming her via Instant Messenger, and she did so from her Twitter account, and from there, it just quickly gained steam. This is what I like to call the Cosby phenomena. Once someone came out about Bill Cosby, here came 17 other women, and go figure, 12 of them were telling the truth. Yeah. But no, this is one of the screenshots where Chris is just looking to make out with this girl, I guess. And this was back in 2015. And then there's a few that are anonymous submissions right now on Twitter. Hey, please leave this anonymous, but Chris Delia kind of groomed me when I was 17 years old and slept with me when I was 17. Technically, it was legal in my state, but then he continued to emotionally blackmail me, telling me that if I left him, I'd never hear from him again. He also told me that he was really into the fact that I was still in high school. Oh, I'll bet he was. I've tried to talk to someone about this for years, but I was of age and it technically wasn't illegal, so it wasn't a legal issue. And there's more, and I have the receipts. I just don't feel comfortable going public with my name yet. I hope she does go public with her name, because I'm dying to read about this. Hi, you're probably getting a ton of Chris Delia messages. I was 20, 21, so not underage, but I sent him a funny DM on IG that had to do with his podcast, which I don't actually think is funny at all, because it's just Chris Delia laughing at Chris Delia every 45 fucking seconds. And then he started DMing me and asking for my number. When he came to Boston for a show, he wanted me to go to his hotel to hook up, and I said no. He got pissed off and went off on me, saying something along the lines of, "Why else would I be texting you? Just block my number." I have a screenshot somewhere, I think. I'll just have to dig super far into the pics I sent my friends in 2018. Well, as it turns out, like I've said before, the internet is written in ink. It's not written in pencil. You cannot erase your mistakes. And now, there's more screenshots. Let's see here. Keep anonymous, please, but these are DMs with Chris Delia when I was 17. I'm 24 now, but never gave him my number, even though I liked him as a comedian because I thought it was weird, considering how old he was. Awesome. You know it's even better when you're hitting on young girls and they think you're fucking weird, disregarding the fact that you're actually famous. Alright. Chris Delia sexually assaulted my sister back in 2014 when she was 17. She went out to LA and met him. He then kept giving her alcohol until she was basically unconscious and had sex with her. Well, turns out Chris Delia is definitely into more than just tennis shoes. How about that? Jesus, this is fucked up. Hey, so you're seriously one of my favorite comedians ever. Sent from my iPhone. Why, thank you. We should hang if you're single. Sent from my iPhone. Now, the common denominator in all these emails is they come from Chris Delia at rocketmail.com. That is a Rocket Mail account. Why the fuck you would use your your real first and last name to go ahead and pick up underage girls is beyond me. Do I think Chris Delia is dumb enough to do that? I'm on the fence, but I'm probably going with absolutely on this because there's a lot of irrefutable proof and undeniable evidence. Tempe, Arizona. Shows all week. New Year's Eve and the days following. Get tickets at chrisdelia.com. That was on 12/30 of 14. Basically, why I'm showing you this particular tweet right now from Chris Delia's account is because that timestamp matches the timestamps he had when he was in Tempe, Arizona, and he was texting young girls trying to hook up with them. I'm in Tempe. Let's hang. Do you want to meet up tonight? And this is at January 1st of 2015. Right here. I'll go ahead and enlarge it. 1/1 of 15. Follow my mouse. Do you want to meet up tonight? Sent from my iPhone. And she was definitely underage at the time. Wow. Okay, this whole thing is fucked up, man. Oh my god. As a stand-up comic myself, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm never one to hit on underage girls because not only will Twitter crucify me, but it's fucking gross and it's immoral and it shouldn't be fucking done. Especially if you're a goddamn millionaire and your father owns a large chunk of Hollywood and has tremendous influence. Like, you should probably be able to go ahead and get girls your own age. I mean, I understand that, like, the dude looks like he hasn't showered in a couple weeks and that he's all about shoes and that the coolest thing he's ever done has been on Joe Rogan's podcast. But one would assume that he could probably do more than that with his life. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. Anyway, like I said, if you want to go ahead and follow up for yourself, all the information you can possibly receive is on this Twitter account, She Rates Dogs, which now has 500,000 followers and growing. Let me refresh this page real quick just to prove a point. Yeah, okay. Still slowly growing. It's still the retweets are actually popping off. Yeah, this story right now is only a few hours old, but it is growing exponentially. I imagine by 5 o'clock today, as of 6/17/2020, Chris Delia is probably not going to be able to get booked at another show ever again, or he's going to have to go ahead and try to sue a bunch of people for libel and slander and a lot of defamation. And I don't think even he has the money to do something like that. So yeah, while I used to be a fan, I'm no longer a fan. The very idea of this sickens me, and I find it fucking atrocious, horrendous, and I'm appalled. And there's no coming back from this at this point. Whether he did it or not, you do not come back from, like, you know, being accused by this many young women of sexual assault or statutory rape or anything along those lines. You just do not come back from that. It was not a smart move on his part to ever be associated with any of this. And I don't think at this time that, like, 18 fictitious accounts are going to automatically come forward in the same span of 2 hours, or someone's going to create all those accounts and say, hey, yeah, Chris Delia sexually assaulted me and it's just a bunch of trolls. I really don't think that's possible, because you got to be severely organized to do that and have a lot of people commit to such a project. And yeah, even during this downtime with quarantine and the Rona, good fucking luck. People don't organize that quickly, especially for one guy who looks like he hasn't showered in 2 weeks, who laughs every 45 seconds at his own jokes. Anyway, guys, go ahead and check this out for yourself. Let me know what you think about the whole situation in the comments. If you have any other further evidence or proof, feel free to go ahead and throw some links in the comments section as well so I can check those out. Maybe I'll do another video on this. But anyway, this is fucked up. Yeah, I'm no longer a Chris Delia fan. I'm definitely cool with that. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, guys, so Now you know, now you're informed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, all I'm saying, I'll go ahead and put the link to this Twitter account in the comment or in the description section of this video so you can check it out for yourselves.